Welcome to the Hermitcraft Recap. My name is Pixelriffs, our writer is ZloyXP, and now that Decked Out has no longer stolen everyone's attention, their attention has turned to whatever else they can steal, like a metric ton of mycelium, a few handfuls of diamonds, or occasionally your server mate's face while he was sleeping.
2.
Those missing Decked Out can rest assured that people still got murdered by a Ravager in the last few days. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week. Starting with Xisumavoid as he attaches more and more production lines to his desert-sized brewing machine, from here on referred to as the coffee maker. Incoming ingredients are the water bottles, fresh mushrooms from a full auto mushroom farm, and blaze powder with blaze powder accessories. To that end, Xisuma has made a fascinating blaze farm design that uses lava to move the monsters around since they don't take any damage from it.
Massive area around this blaze farm. We're going to give it a real nice entrance and feel.
Zedaf, in the meantime, is quite content with his smaller Combruta, though like any modern PC, it could use blinky LEDs on the inside. Being a madman, Zed goes on to drain the entire cooling aquarium just to install pop-up sea lanterns rigged to chickens of all things. The random lighting up of the area will add a nice twinkling effect to the machinery, annoying the fishies only somewhat.
So now we've got 3 spaces for the chickens to go. Please, I only brought 16 eggs down with me. Yes! Okay, cover you in. Free range, or rather, 3 range.
JoeHills is helping Zombie Cleo put more creatures behind glass over at her zoo project, where they've collaborated on exhibits which will showcase the hermits themselves. This week, Joe's focus is on Tango Tech, leading to him doing replay mod reconnaissance on the redstone underbelly of Decked Out for the sake of accuracy, and maybe giving Tango flashbacks when he comes to check out the zoo for himself.
You know, I came up with a bunch of different sets, like the Recursion set, the Tooth Fairy set, the Breakable set, Counterfeit Coin set. You know, people get a laugh if they come over here.
He and Cleo also split their thirds of the winnings from the Hedge Games runner-up prize, although since Joe doesn't want anything to do with diamonds, Cleo takes him to the Cinnabon store and gifts him a netherite helmet, along with a couple of stacks of gold. They drop off the remaining third somewhere over Stress Monster's rainbow. Hypnotizd got away with an even larger prize, though he's not exactly sure how to get away with it.
Now this thing is huge and it's really awesome to look at. I don't really want to tear it down because that would be rude, right?
Regardless, Frankie will fit right in with Hypno's own lightning experiments, be it the charged creeper zapping or getting a brown cow in the most roundabout way. While the turtle breeding has not factored in with anything yet, VintageBeef took a liking to the brown mushroom cow, and the Podzol party quickly bred him up for a new mascot at their Mega Tiger getaway.
Oh, it did! Nice! Penelope is gonna love it in there.
Back at 3 Fox Hole, Beef wrangles some less compliant mobs into their new accommodation, shuffling some nitwits into apartment windows to look out on the rainy cyberpunk cityscape, which is looking as pretty as ever these days, but good luck finding beachfront property when he plans to remove all the beaches. The sister town, the one at False Symmetry's feet, reaches back to the surface with every new building she adds. Unfortunately, the algae at the bottom might catch up eventually, though at least it will clear some oxygen from down there. False does revisit the good times when it was but a mere vote for Scap in a stone slab when she goes to visit what's left of Iskal's treasure island and has an absolute blast.
Get a TNT, I've got a pretty good chance, and honestly, I didn't think I'd get a TNT, but oh, I'm so glad I did.
Iskal, for his part, has moved on to more industrial things, rebuilding his villager breeder and adding a zombifier, time-lapsing 2/3 of a building around it as he goes. While his long-term goal is to gather as many useful trades as possible, for now he's deep-diving the Fletcher profession in search of weakness-tipped arrows, a more stackable way to de-zombify the villagers.
50 of the Fletchers, and I'm not gonna lie, it's mega addictive. I'm gonna do 1 more.
He can't resist a profit though, so he returns to the Treasure Island game to check the earnings. XBcrafted has also been digging for victory at the Treasure Island, having better luck there than he did with BOO's Turf Time minigame.
Oh, it's totally rigged. I'm calling hacks. I am absolutely calling hacks. This is hacks.
The fun doesn't end there, because there's still a chance to squeeze in some multiplayer sideshows with Hypno in between doing the busy work on his brand new tunnel to the Nether Hub. And a multiplayer sideshow is what you'd call Cub fans' new archery game. It's just a matter of which side is doing the showing. The contraption is literally called one-sided, and it's a game of blocking the enemy's targets until you've blocked them all. Additionally, the Target range will do you a fireworks display if you stab it just right.
That's super cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see if I can get it from over here. Oh, yeah. Easy money.
A much less favourable welcome awaits anyone who tries to enter the HEP factory's vaults without the proper authorization. Upholding the Enforcer status, Cubfan has enforced a Ravager into a box, from whence it will unleash in an intruder situation. And as a mouse I knew once said, it's certainly won over Mumbo Jumbo, who this week defects from the mycelium resistance because A, he wasn't entirely sure if he'd been part of it to begin with, but mostly B, their vault wasn't up to code. Whereas the HEP's vaults are plural, which earns them points before you even get to functionality.
That's not messing around. Cub, that's not messing around.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's a dual-sided, always-on lamp door.
Functionality is the name of the game at Mumbo's base and industrial district too, where he adds shulker storage to his sorting system and sets up TNT farms for concrete and cobblestone mass production.
Everything worked properly, which is always extremely good when it comes to building up these industrial farms.
Meanwhile, blowing things up is the name of the game at Grian's, so much so he tries to use respawn anchors to clear out some of the stone from under his mansion to amusing but not the most viable results. Regardless, he will make some noise across the server soon enough with the next stage of his treasure hunt boxes, the quest ones. With this neat package sold at the barge, you'll get a run for your money, especially since there will be other hermits running to complete the same quest box as you, on top of the thing being quite demanding itself. But that's all still in development. For now, Grian assembles his own adventuring party, and the quest they're on is sawing the shopping district in half. Realising the diamonds they bought with mycelium are the key to owning land, and that with half the district under their control they could just turn the land into mycelium, they cover the town hall in lols built from diamond blocks. The next question is, where do they get all that mycelium from? For a crew that has dug up dozens of shulkers worth of mushroom dirt and didn't feel like doing it again, infiltrating the HEP factory and reclaiming it was the only logical choice. Together, Grian, Impulse, and Ethos sneak in via the factory chimneys and disarm the various traps, not without taking a few fiery arrows to the back and being given their lumps by the security Ravager.
Whoa!
Okay.
No! No way! Are you serious?
What do we do?
No. Run! You just run!
He drank too much moo pop.
Be close to me.
Eventually, they crack the vault, claim the single mycelium within, and despite some explosions in the neighbouring room, they manage to escape with the shulkers that were left on display. They're also left wondering what the heck moo pop is. When they aren't sneaking into HEP territory, Impulse and Etho have their own projects to tackle. Impulse strikes a deal with Azuma to renovate his blaze farm and gets to enjoy the benefits, while Etho cures a bunch of villagers for his custom trading area and sets up a sheep farm for automatic wool, presumably to keep him warm surrounded in all that ice.
Perfect example right here.
Discovering the aftermath of the heist leaves the mayor a little confused on exactly where this was going and why would anyone try to infiltrate a vintage soda factory, which the HEP hideout is now, filled with bottles upon bottles of Moo Pop, a refreshing drink of mysterious and questionable nature.
I'll admit I made this custom texture and I'm super proud of it, and yeah, look at how cool it is.
The reappearance of diamond blocks at the throne didn't calm him either, and in a fit of terraforming, Scar raises another island just to put a mining laser on it. Doubling down on searching for the real Resistance headquarters and finding it if the most recent thumbnail is to be believed, but that's a story for another week and another recap. And finally there's BOO, who casts a brief and concerned eye around the town hall when all the diamonds reappear, but he has other things to get excited about. The first being that his imitation copper roof just got real, with copper blocks now available to play with in the 117 snapshots. The other is his horse breeding program, putting all the local stallions through their paces to find out which are fastest and have the most hops, and then breeding the best and brightest with donkeys so he has the fastest inventory on 4 legs.
No, oh, wait, can I put shulkers in this? Look at it, guys, oh wait, this is huge, why is nobody doing this?
And that's about it for this week's recap. Our writer is ZloyXP, and my name is Pixelriffs. In the end screen theatre today is the video Zloy has put the most editing into in a while. And that's saying something when he stitches 20 to 30 Hermit videos into the recap on the weekly. It's also called Emote Dance Party, so bring your glow sticks and click on the box on the screen right now. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.